All right, so we got Stephen Curry and Zion Williamson in Create a Player in NBA 2K20 here, and we're going to be seeing how overpowered Zion Williamson would be if he had Stephen Curry's shooting. So how we ended up doing this is we took the normal Zion, who is, I believe, an 86 overall, and we added all of Stephen Curry's shooting attributes. So his close shot is going to be a 91, his mid-range a 91, his three-point a 99, free throw a 92, and then finally his shot IQ is going to be a 98, mimicking all of Stephen Curry's shooting attributes. What we've also gone ahead and done is taken all of Curry's shooting badges and applied them to Zion, which you can all see right here. These are all the shooting badges. So not only is Zion going to have the same attributes, he's going to have Stephen Curry's badges as well, which is arguably even more important than the actual attributes. And then last but not least, I've also taken all of Curry's hot shots, his shooting hot spots at least, and applied them to Zion. So he's pretty much going to be hot from everywhere on the three-point line, mid-range, and close shot as well. And that actually brings Zion up to a 94 overall. And then the last thing we had to do was change his tendencies. Because right now, Zion, of course, he's an inside scorer. He's going to try to go inside and get some buckets there during the season. So we actually had to take Curry's tendencies, apply them to Zion. So now he has a 99 shot 3 tendency, 99 spot up 3. That way, he's actually going to take 3-pointers during our season simulation and not just play the same way he is now. So this is going to give us our final player, 94 overall, Zion Williamson, 36 badges, and he is now a 3-level scorer. And then we've gone ahead and put this new updated Zion onto the Pelicans in my league. We're going to simulate a season with him, see just how good he would be with his current stats, and then also being able to shoot like Curry. So we're just going to do one season simulation, maybe see if he can bring the Pelicans to a championship, and then also be playing with him after to see how crazy he does in game as well. So in terms of rotation, Zion is going to have his normal minutes, 32 minutes per game, but what we're going to go ahead and do is make Zion our first scoring option. And we're actually going to play through him as well. And then I want shoot at will. I want Zion to be taking as many shots as he wants during the season because I want to try to get him the best stats, the most points, see how crazy he could actually do. And let's just get right into this simulation. I want to simulate this first game, see if he goes crazy at all in this first game. And no, he did not. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Zion ends up making the 3-point contest, which obviously would not happen in real life. So let's see if he's able to win this. All right, so Zion just finished off his racks and he ends up getting 27 points. So that's definitely going to put him into the final round. Klay Thompson hit every shot but one for 32 points. So going into the final round, it's going to be Klay, Zion, and Trae Young. I can't believe Zion came second with 27. He actually tied for second. So Zion going to be our first shooter here in the second round. And he is going to end up getting 27 points yet again, which gives him a pretty decent chance at winning this as long as Klay Thompson doesn't drop 32 again and only miss one shot. Trae Young only going to end up getting 16, and Klay Thompson gets 24. So Zion Williamson is going to be our champion when we added Stephen Curry's shooting, of course. So big W for him right there. I don't think you can be in both the 3-point contest and dunk contest. So I think he's only going to end up getting the 3-point contest here. Unfortunately, you don't even get to see him hold up a trophy. So actually, Zion did end up making the dunk contest as well. So let's see if he can win the dunk contest and 3-point contest. All right, here we are. Zion's first dunk. Going to throw it up to himself and hanging in with the elbow, but he misses the dunk. He dunked it through once and then... So after round one, Zion in last place with only 0 points. So I don't think it's looking good for him at all to win this. But I guess you only get one attempt in 2K20. If you miss your dunk, it's pretty much GG's for you. Let's see if he can do something on a second dunk. I think they're added up, so it's not looking good for him. Underneath his legs and a 360. And that is going to get him a perfect 50. Unfortunately, he missed that first dunk, so I don't think he's going to move on to the second round. And after round two, Zion is going to still be in 4th place because, of course, first dunk was a 0. I don't know if they add up all 3 rounds or it's your best 2. If it's all 3, then He is screwed here. And check this out. Okay. But he's doing some like flips on the ground and stuff. That is pretty crazy. They are going to give him another perfect 50. If Zion doesn't move on because of that missed dunk, that is going to suck. He has 2 perfect 50s. So after, okay, so the final score, I guess it's just your 3 rounds added up. Zion going to come in last place because he missed his first dunk. If he just got a score of 25 on his first dunk, or 26, he would have ended up winning because he had 2 perfect 50s. I mean, I think Zion should have came home with that, with 2 50s. Nobody else got a 50, but he did win the 3-point contest. Zion did end up making the All-Star team as well, though, and he's going to be a reserve for Team Giannis to have a pretty good season. So all around, pretty good All-Star weekend for him. But I'll see you guys at the end of the season. We made it to the end of the season, and unfortunately, Zion is not going to get MVP. But he does get Rookie of the Year, dropping 32.5 points and 8 rebounds a game. And he also almost shot 50% from the 3-point line, which is just phenomenal, especially for a rookie. This has got to be the greatest rookie season in NBA history. Checking out the All-NBA teams, for some reason, Zion isn't on the first team. He's not on the second team either, but he does make the third team. He should have been on the first team and possibly even an MVP. He got the Pelicans to 51 wins. Without him, they're not even a playoff team, and now they got 51 wins. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. These All-NBA teams, I don't know if it's because he's a rookie. That might have an effect on it. Going over to the standings, Pelicans do end up getting the 3rd seed, which is huge for them. This will be really nice for them during the playoffs. They might actually be able to make a run for the championship. Coming over to league leaders now, Zion is the league leader for scoring with 32.5. He was actually down quite a ways halfway during the season. He was about like 15th. He had around 27 points per game, and he just turned it up in the second half of the season. I'll try to find shows all the games here. So he had a game high this season of 59 points, which is actually the most in the entire league, with 24 field goals made. He didn't get it for 3-pointers made. He made 12. Trae Young ended up having 14, but 12 is still a crazy amount of threes for a season. That is the only thing he's going to lead. It's going to be the points per game with 59, which is crazy for a rookie here, but I'll show you. He had a pretty crazy stretch. So in February, he had some pretty crazy games. He had 48, 45, 57, a few 30-point games, a 6-point game. Then he had 54, 53, and 59 points back to back to back. So that put his points per game up quite a bit. And then he just went off for the rest of the season. He had a few low games, but for the most part, he was dropping over 30 and 40 almost every single game. He had 8 rebounds, of course. And I'm going to come over here to his 3-point percentage because he shot 10.4 3-pointers per game and shot nearly 50%, which is going to give him the 2nd best 3-point percentage, only behind Klay Thompson. In terms of 3-pointers made, he ends up being 3rd in the league. I don't know if he's going to end up getting any records here. Okay, so Zion is going to get a record for 3-pointers made. So Curry, Trae Young, and Zion all getting up here for this season. They're going to be the top 3 for most 3-pointers made in a season. So pretty good there by Zion. And that is going to be the only stat he ends up getting up there. But we're just going to hop into the playoffs now. Pelicans with the 3rd seed. Let's see if Zion can carry them to a championship. Up against the Mavericks in the first round. They should be able to win this one. 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead, and it's going to be a 3-0 lead. Will this be a sweep? Nope, Mavericks get a game, but they get the 4-1 victory. So pretty easy victory in round number 1 there, and they're going to be up against the 2nd seeded Warriors in the 2nd round. So let's see what they can do against the Warriors. They take a 1-0 lead, a 2-0 lead, a 3-0 lead, and this time it is a sweep for the Pelicans, and easy. And in the Western Conference Finals, they're going to be facing off against the LA Lakers. This one might be a little tougher. They take the 1-0 lead. Lakers get a game. Lakers with a 2-1 lead. But the Pelicans are going to tie it up 2-2. And the Lakers take the 3-2 lead. And in game number 6, we got a super close one. Pelicans up by 2 points with 3 with 3 minutes and 44 seconds left. And here's LeBron inside. He's going to tie the game. We don't have Zion in the game right now, which is odd. I'm hoping they put him in for the final minutes here. And actually, Zion has fouled out of this game. I was hoping we'd get to see a little bit of gameplay for Zion, but unfortunately, he fouled out here. But we got to hope that the Pelicans able to win this one. All right, so we're down to the last possession here. Pelicans up by 2. Lakers, 2 seconds left. LeBron from 3. That is no good. So the Pelicans going to scrape by here and force a Game 7. Hopefully in Game 7, we'll actually get to see Zion play a bit. So checking out Game 7 here, it's actually a pretty easy victory for the Pelicans, winning by 25 points. So they are going to advance to the NBA Finals to face off against the Bucks. We will try to get in one of these games to see some gameplay from Zion. Let's hop into Game 1 here, find out what happens. Game number 1 is going to go to the Bucks, winning quite easily. They do have the home court advantage for the first 2 games and throughout the entire series. So the Pelicans want to win this. They got to win at least one road game. And in game number 2, Bucks gonna take the victory yet again. So the Bucks up to a 2-0 lead. And in game 3, Pelicans finally able to put a game on the board. Maybe they'll be able to come back here in game 4 and tie up the series. And they are able to do it. So we are all tied up 2-2. Bucks get home court advantage next game. And the Bucks are going to take the victory with the home court advantage. So Bucks can win it all here in game number 6. Let's see if the Pelicans can force another game 7. But in game 6, Bucks up by 20 points here. So looks like they're going to get the W here. We are going to hop into the game though. See if we can get some gameplay by Zion. See if he's kind of capable and see how the Pelicans have been playing with Zion being able to shoot like that. Brandon Ingram blocked on a perfect release. Since the Bucks have the guaranteed victory here, there's 0 chance the Pelicans are going to come back. I'm going to hop into the game with Zion and just see what we can do. Let's see how powerful he actually is. Okay, and I turned over the ball. We got Giannis guarding us, but that's a perfect release from 3. Okay, that is dirty. The step back, we got that quick draw. That's pretty unstoppable. And the fact that he can get inside too. Obviously, Bucks going to be one of the harder matchups for him with Giannis covering him. Just probably why they lost this series. They definitely match up a lot better with other teams. Let me try the step back again. Okay, Giannis cannot cover that though at all. A nice little step back as long as he gets the good release. And look, they think we're going to start shooting the 3s now. We can drive inside. That's not what I meant to do, but I don't know. This step back is literally unstoppable. You just sprint down the court, step back there with Zion. They had that, they would not lose a single game. He's going to mess up the stats a little bit. Oh my gosh, Giannis is also just unstoppable. He's going to mess up the stats a little bit, though, for the playoffs. Here we go. Get inside, and we get the layup as well. All right, look at this. Just sprint down the court, step back, put up the shot. Perfect release. That's such a nice release. And he also has a Sharpshooter Takeover badge. Normally, it would be a slashing takeover badge, but I guess with the Stephen Curry shooting, it was that Sharpshooter one. So I wonder if it's going to be even more deadly now that we got this badge. Okay, we can... The problem is we can't play defense. In terms of defense, all right. I want to see... Can we shoot from this far? Nah. We had to test it with that takeover badge. Giannis has his as well. But that is going to be the game, of course. Bucks end up winning the championship. Super close. Zion in the Pelicans. It's crazy that Zion was even able to get here with this team because the Pelicans aren't even a playoff team normally without him. Look at that. Another perfect release. But he was able to carry them to a championship. I think he had the best performance in the league during the regular season. We'll have to check out his playoff stats as well. But I mean, if you gave Zion Stephen Curry shooting, he'd definitely be the best player in the league. Giannis is going to get Finals MVP, of course. He's actually a 98 overall. He shot pretty good from the three-point line as well, and he averaged 27 in those final games there. Coming over to playoff stats, though, Zion ended up getting 33.3 points per game in the playoffs, 7.8 rebounds, shot 56% from the field goal, 47% from the three-point line, and 86% from the free throw line. So really good stats for Zion in the playoffs as well. Unfortunately, he was 2 games short of winning that championship. That's going to be it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure that you do smash that like button. And if you are new here, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. This has been your boy Smequle, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Never in the same space that we started at. Throw the ball, I run the play like a quarterback. I've been up all night trying to make a stack, trying to get a plaque and flip a dream into a solid fact. Hustled hard for it. One day they will notice. Chasing in the day.